How much gin do you have in there? Well, I have 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Oh God. In this episode, I explain why water is required to reach your health and wellness goals and how to get more of it into your life. Hi, Harry from RealNutritionMD. What I'd like to do here is talk about realistic approaches to all things health, nutrition, and overall wellness. So if you're into that stuff, click like, subscribe, and spread the word. Let's begin. We all know that water is necessary for life. It makes up 60% of our body and 70% of the earth. When it comes to the importance of water, it regulates temperature of the human body, carries nutrients and oxygen to cells, cushions joints, protects organs and tissues, and removes waste. Those are cool fun facts, but you're probably thinking that increasing your water isn't too much of a big deal. I drink when I'm thirsty. Isn't that enough? Yeah, if your only concern is survival. The human body is pretty good at regulating things that ensure we stay alive. But if you're anything like me, go Harry, you want to do much more than just keep your body alive. A lot of us have wellness goals that include weight loss and maintenance, increasing physical performance, promoting gut health, improving mental health and cognition, and overall well-being. So let's learn about 5 reasons that drinking water can help you in your health goals. Number 1, water is an appetite suppressant. Water occupies volume and space. And when we fill our stomachs, it stretches, then sends signals to the brain to stop eating, which leads to a sense of fullness and a reduction of hunger. Most of the population confuses hunger and thirst. A simple way to determine the difference is drink 8 to 16 ounces of water instead of reaching for something to munch on. Wait 15 to 30 minutes and then reassess. A lot of times the feeling to eat simply subsides. Number 2, water increases calorie burning and decreases calorie intake. You know, drinking water actually burns calories. Research indicates that the simple act of drinking water increases energy usage. Calorie burning was increased 2 to 3% immediately after drinking a single glass of water, and the effects lasted up to 90 minutes after. Wow. While short term, it shows that drinking water at regular intervals can increase our calorie burning while we're at rest. Drinking water can reduce calories, especially when those calories are in liquid form. We're all pretty aware of our culture's addiction when it comes to drinking liquids that have high calories. Things like soda, juices, coffee and tea that's sweetened, and alcohol. Yeah! While I'm a believer that we can include all of those things in a happy, balanced diet, we are simply drinking them in excessive amounts. Numerous studies continue to show that simply replacing one of these drinks with 1 glass of water can dramatically increase long-term weight control and disease prevention. What? Number 3, water is required to burn fat. Also related to calorie burning, water is essential to burning calories, especially when it comes to fat. Without nerding out too much by throwing all this biochemistry mumbo jumbo at you, the process of metabolizing fat is called lipolysis. Lipo meaning fat, lysis meaning destruction. And the very first step of lipolysis is hydrolysis. Water molecules then react to triglycerides, aka fats, to create glycerol and fatty acids, and eventually it will lead to fats being used as fuel, and eventually this process leads to fat being used as fuel for our bodies to burn. Basically, no water, no fat burning. What? Cheers. Number 4, water helps with workouts. Oh yeah. I always stress that regular activity is an essential component to overall health. Water helps muscles, connective tissue, and joints move correctly. Our lungs and our heart need water as the workload increases during exercise. And water also prevents fatigue and cramping. And number 5, water removes waste from the body. When you're dehydrated, you can't correctly remove waste like urine and feces. So I guess urine, deep feces. Kidneys, like all other organs, are concerned with our body's survival. So when it senses that it's not getting enough water, it will retain fluid to prevent itself from losing any more. When that happens, filtering toxins is decreased, and the management of essential nutrients and electrolytes can't be correctly handled. And bowel movements are determined mainly by hydration. While increased fiber intake through eating leafy greens and vegetables play a role, water is the major player. Go on, playa. When it comes to regularity and stool consistency. The large intestine's main function is to reabsorb water. And when the contents don't have much water to start off with, you end up with fecal material that's drier than it should be. Ouch! Increasing water also improves overall gut lubrication. The mucus glands that create the mucus lining within our bowel are dependent on being well hydrated. Waste can create bloating, which we obviously don't want. And water helps you recover from digestive problems such as diarrhea and indigestion. So now that we have 5 great reasons to drink more water, how do we increase our water intake? First of all, how much water do we actually need to drink? It depends. But Harry, I need a number. Well, it's 40839. Go on, play y'all. If you're not much of a water drinker, that could be a clue of how far away you've strayed from health. Because water is essential to life. Start by replacing one of your drinks with a bottle of water. Refreshing. Give it a try. A good starting point is having 64 ounces per day. Some people refer this to the 8x8 rule, which is 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water per day. But the newest medical and scientific findings show that we actually need more. For example, 16 cups for men and 12 cups for women are the recommendations of the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. Other entities, like the Institute of Medicine, suggest that men should have 13 cups per day and women 9. Instead of comparing your current intake to these numbers and trying to reach them, because to the non-water drinker, that much water is pretty daunting. Start off by comparing what you drink now and simply replace one of those drinks with a liter of water. And then you can increase it from there and try to approach those numbers. So let me try to give you some tips on how you can introduce more water into your life. You can do things like make it mandatory to have 1 glass of water with each meal. Carry your water around. Hydrate frequently whenever you're exercising or moving about. Be aware of warm weather and use it as a reminder to drink. Keep a glass of water at the bedside and challenge yourself to drink it the moment you wake up. Food can also hydrate, so include some liquid meals in your life, like soups, smoothies, and stews. Plants have a lot of water content, so include them as well. That's it from me, so go out and use this info and implement some of these tips, and I promise you that your body will be more thankful for it. What are you waiting for? Till next time.